Welcome to the Uzoefu Podcast, where we go beyond the bookings and go deep into the experiences. Here, South Africa's adventure creators, guides, and experience owners share the stories, lessons, and behind the scenes knowledge that make a day out a memorable experience. If you believe that travel is about how it makes you feel, you're at the right place. Today, we're stepping into the world of Deon and Sandigo adventures, where professionally guided outdoor experiences turn first-time nerves into unforgettable experiences. This is the story behind the experience. Deon, welcome to Uzoefu Podcast. Before we get into it, may you please tell us a bit about yourself and how we got to Sun Eagle Adventures?
Thank you, Baxter. It's nice sitting down and having a chat with you. Yeah, no, how we got in contact. I think we got in contact via online and email, and hence we're sitting here.
Yes.
I think the synergy just spoke to each other. Our businesses is almost complementing each other. We do adventure. You do your app based on where we can find adventure. So I think that synergy really worked well. And I think that's how we really collaborated, and that's how we actually engaged with one another. So I think it's a win-win for us both. And I think it's a win-win for the guest to try and locate us.
Yes,
And
definitely.
using your app to locate us.
Yes.
So it's a win-win situation. So I think it worked quite well there.
And also, when I was looking online, obviously your name stood out to me, right? Sun Eagle Adventures. I'm very big on names, even on our own name.
Yes.
So maybe walk us through, right? Because that's a powerful name, Sun Eagle Adventures.
Yes.
How did you come about the name?
Yes.
And what did you want people to feel and experience, starting from the name already?
Yes.
Because the experience
Yes.
starts with the name before they
Yes.
even arrive here.
You know, I only spoke about the name, how I actually gathered the name with my family. I didn't actually speak to anybody regarding that. But how that the name actually appeared, I was staying on the premises at Sun City.
Yes.
So I stayed close to the water where the boat rides and everything happens.
Yes.
So in the morning when I wake up, and then I always hear this fish eagle screaming out in the sky above the water. He's actually looking now for his morning prey. And every morning, without fail, I listen to this cry of this fish eagle. And I'm thinking, wow, this is quite significant. And then I was listening to one lady, Anna Marine Strohan. I listen to her podcast quite often.
Yeah.
And then she said, once you see the significance of an eagle, when you hear it, when you see it, there has got a lot of biblical significance to it.
Yes.
And then I tied it up where I was in the sun at Sun City, put eagle, and then my venture, adventures. And that's how the name came together.
That's actually a very beautiful name and well thought of that you came to that, right? Obviously, talking about the adventures, Deon, is there any specific moment or memory that sparked you to start this business, right? What made you go into adventure business?
Yeah. Well, I was working at Sun City, and I really enjoyed the actual operation and how interacting with guests, and the fun side of things at guests. And I always had a sense of business acumen. And for me, I always, whatever you enjoy, whatever you do, make sure that you can capitalize on it. So I think that's the time, little bit of some setbacks and stuff like that, merged the opportunity together in terms of starting out the business. And that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Good. So it's a good thing when you're actually in a business that you enjoy.
Yeah.
'Cause, I know there's admin side, which no one enjoys.
Yes.
But on the daily other side, the other things that we enjoy, that doesn't feel like you're actually working, right?
Yes.
You're traveling, enjoying the experiences. So
Yes.
that's a good thing. And looking at your menu, when I first came on your website, when I was always looking for people, and there's a lot of things that you offer, Deon, a lot of different variety, right? Walk us through why you have a lot of different variety of things, right? What's the reason? Because most people, if they just do quad biking, just quad biking, right? If it's paintball is paintball. You have quad biking, you have paintball, you have walks. So you have peaceful things, and then you have violence, if I can put it that way. Because paintball, it's not
Yes.
it's not a peaceful
Yes.
game that way.
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of offering the guest a variety, and then also it's a mathematical component to it, where you can always, capitalize on other activities in terms of revenue.
Yes.
So it's a bit of both. It's offering the guest, and it's also offering the guest a myriad of other issues, where they can, go out and have their adventure. But at the same time, it benefits you
Yes.
in terms of having the extra revenue, because
yes.
you don't want to have one-dimensional revenue.
Yes,
You
yes,
want to always be segmented in different sports,
Definitely.
because everybody doesn't like the same sport.
Yes.
So you diversify. So I think that diversification also complements, your most popular one.
Yes,
Yeah.
nah, that's true. And I like that also in the sense that if I come here, I can spend my whole day here with you, Deon.
Correct.
Right? So I don't have to hop around.
Correct.
I can have a Sun Ego Adventure day where I do a lot of different things, right?
Absolutely.
And on that, right, Deon. So if you were to design
Mm.
something for me, if I'm to come here with Tepi and our team,
Mm.
you are the one in charge of what we do during this whole day.
Correct.
How would you sequence our day? What would you tell us to do, and where do we start? And
Yeah.
why that sequence that you're going to recommend?
Okay. First of all, I think we start maybe with the personality.
Yes.
What's your adaptability? Do you adapt a lot to a sporting side? Do you adapt to a more senior side, or do you adapt to a more middle-aged side where you can have multiple activities?
Yes.
Then it also goes with budgeting, and then it also goes with what you can, expand your body to.
Yes.
So quad biking, it can be rugged.
Yeah.
It can be fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how's your coordination skills?
Oh yes.
With paintballing, how quick are you? And how do you respond to bullets landing on your body? Do you cry, or do you or do you take it? With archery, how precise are you?
Yes.
With hunting, bringing all the primitive hunting skills into modern day times.
Yes.
Within modern day equipment, because modern day equipment is so sophisticated that you can have archery very precise.
Yes.
Paintball you can have very precise.
Yeah.
Then you have the adrenaline side, which is the mountain biking as well. How fit are you? Would the people that you accompany coming with, would they enjoy mountain biking? Or are you showing off your fitness to them, or is it a competition? We always try to establish that.
None of us are fit.
Yeah. So that is all, and it's also team building. We do the team building where the teams has to synergize and work together as a team.
Yes.
Find their strengths and weaknesses and build on those strengths and weaknesses, and take it back to the workplace where, working as a team together, how do they improve?
Definitely.
How do they work together better
Yes.
after learning what they've learned outdoors? And it always brings back that practical side.
Yes.
And it also at the same time is where our logo comes from, making good memories before sunset, learning and making the good memories.
Definitely.
So it's a synergy.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I see how, like you said, there's no one size fits all.
Correct.
You are very precise into what each and every person need. You're catering for everyone's needs, and that is something very specific, and which
Correct.
I think everyone will enjoy. Because even me now, I'll feel special that whatever you recommend after you know me, this is actually what is best for me.
Correct.
And you mentioned a lot of things there, right? Always a lot of fitness, depending on what you do. Let's say this is me, right? I'm not fit at here and there. Those ones we have a gym membership.
Yeah.
We go once in once in a while. If you are only recommending one activity, let's say I'm here, I'm limited time, I have an hour. What's the one activity that you say, Baxter? do this, and why that one activity?
Yes, I would say the popular one is the quad biking,
Yeah.
and I would say it also brings back your learning skills in terms of adaptability. How quick do you adapt learning the controls?
Yes.
How you use, because it's also quad biking is also about weight balancing on the on the bike.
Yes, yes, yes.
How you adapt on the terrain,
Yes, yes, yes.
how you adapt with the weather.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of dynamics, and with that, a lot of people have has the fun going through that learning experience.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes it's a first time, sometimes it's multiple times, but it's always like a brand new experience with them when they jump on it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Um, if it's you specifically, that one I would recommend. If you're coming with a team, um, quad biking and paintballing, for me, that will be a good, if people likes to compete,
Yeah.
I think paintballing will be also a very good one.
I'm definitely that one. Right? Even when we play 30 seconds, it's war. I'm competing everything. I'm competing everything. And on the range of activities that you've said, that
Yeah.
it's from chaos, right? Paintball, it's chaos, and then to some peaceful walks and hikes.
Yes.
Talk to me about as guides, you and your team as guides.
Mm.
The amount of switching that you're doing behind the scenes, the amount of preparations that you're doing behind the scenes to cater for all those different shifts that are happening throughout the whole day. Because
Yes.
in one day you can have all different kind of activities. You are
Yes.
from chaos paintball, but eventually you end up in a peaceful walk.
Yes.
Tell us about
Yeah.
that as guides.
I think it's similar to somebody setting up a studio.
Yeah.
It's something similar that happens behind the scenes in a kitchen.
Yeah.
What the chef does, you do the preparation for that specific moment to go well
Definitely.
behind the scenes, and you prepare your team behind the scenes,
Yeah.
what they need to look out for, what personality they actually need to have in order to interact with people that's very competitive. Because some of the teams are so competitive, they would say uh, to the guides, no, you need to punish that one, you need to punish that one so that we can win. So you need to always use discretion
Yes.
in
Yes.
all those type of things, and also try to listen and be attentive to what the client really likes and what they want.
Yeah.
So those are the important factors that you need to bring all the event together with them, and what they want to achieve out of it
Yeah.
in their team build, and what message they want to send back to the team.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So that is almost the niche that we need to respond to, so that the client can have the objective met at the end of the day. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And like when you said, like the chef, you focus on that dish, and then it's as perfect as you can have it, and then you go out, then you go on to the next. So it's not like the guys are just randomly doing things. Everything is well taken care of. Everything
Correct.
is great care in it.
Correct.
Right? And obviously, when talking now about great care, one thing that comes in activities and everything that we do, right? It's safety, right? So talk to us like what the guides do, especially let's talk about quad bike. Let's use quad bike as an
Yes.
example. Well, what are the rules that sometimes the guests forget that obviously are very important for that? Because
Yeah.
as guests, we're just here for fun. But
Yeah.
we also have to be safe and make sure we go home, no injuries.
Yes.
So walk through us. Let's talk about quad bikes,
Quad
the
bike.
safety that
Yeah.
goes in with your team and how you talk
Yes.
to the guests.
First of all, no guest should be under the influence of anything, especially when it comes to quad biking. No alcohol, no drugs, no nothing. That you need to be cognitively sound. You need to be cognitively present. Then from there, we try to identify, have you driven quad bikes before? If you haven't driven quad bikes before, we just go into a little bit more depth in terms of gaining your confidence first before we even leave. So we give them all the safety rules that you need to at least be maintaining your safe following distance if you are with a team, with a guide or whatever. Then no speeding, number one.
Yes.
And also no standing and no stunts on a quad bike.
Yeah.
Because if you are brand new doing it, you are not a professional, or let's say a stunt man to go and do what they do on TV, and you come do it here.
I get you.
That's
I get
looking
you.
for trouble.
Yes, yes, yes.
So with that said, once we get that clear and out of the way and they understand it, then we take them to the actual managing of the bike when they're on the ride,
Okay.
giving them the controls, what they need to do and how they need to do it, and also giving them a little bit brief on the adaptability of the terrain.
The terrain, yes,
Yes.
yes.
And once we give them that briefing, and then they're a little bit more confident that they can do it.
Yes.
And when they come back, they're like blown away. They're like, wow, why didn't I do this earlier?
Yes, 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 yes.
So yeah,
Definitely. I think especially here with the views that are here, it's, you have to keep coming back here.
yeah.
Definitely. And you also mentioned something about archery, which
Mm.
is, I think, one of the most underrated, if I would say, activity, but very, very exciting, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm a first time,
Mm.
almost said archer. Is that the right word, archer?
Archery.
Not the food, but yeah. But yeah, if it's my first time,
Yeah.
Deon, I'm here,
Mm.
and I need to do archery.
Mm.
As a guide, what do you coach me? Is it the mindset or is it my aim? Walk me through how you coach me into, because I want the bullseye. Right? Like I
Yes.
told, I'm competitive.
Yes.
If I'm gonna do it, I have to win. Right?
Okay. My son is very good teacher in that.
Yes.
So most of the people that he teaches, once they start doing the release of the arrow, they get close to bullseye, if not bullseye.
Yes.
So I think the first thing is they need to be calm. You need to be calm. You need to be focused, because remember, archery stems from a hunting background.
Yes.
So a hunter, when he hunts, is very confident when he goes for his prey. He's not nervous. He's not scatterbrain when he's busy dealing with it. So we try to teach that when the equipment is handed over, so that the person needs to be calm, the person needs to be focused, and the first person needs to be determined to get the target.
Yes.
So I think it's number one is learning, showing them how to use the equipment. Once they're confident on that, and then they can relax a bit in terms of their aim will reach its target if they are relaxed, if they focus, and they do what the guy told them, how to do it, how to release, and when to release, because it's all timing as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I do like archery, and I think done it a couple of times.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not consistent yet with my bullseye, right? It's still,
Yeah.
it's still a bit shaky. But also on that is, I need to get your son to train me so that I can get a perfect bullseye next time we go. I'm hitting. Is there a way as a guide
Yeah.
to tell when someone is gonna hit a bullseye just before they release the arrow? Can you tell that this is hitting
Yes.
the aim?
By holding the bow correctly,
Yeah.
and when to release.
Okay.
And you can see the person's posture and how well sized they're up for the target.
Yes. Yes.
Then you can really see, this person is going far with this archery. And then many a times you even find kids hitting the bullseye because of doing that same principle and that same practice. Yeah.
I get it. Hopefully you got that next time you go for archery. That's the treat. That's the treat, right? And you mentioned paintball. And obviously the chaos in paintball is competitiveness, especially if you are playing with people like me. Even if we're best friends, when we're there, it's war, right? We're enemies.
Yeah.
What have you seen actually happening in the teams that have competed? What is like the unwritten rules that ensure that we actually have fun? Which things that have you seen that if a team is doing certain things, these things, they tend to actually enjoy the experience more than the other team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think when the team wants to win, which is good and fun,
Yeah.
but sometimes if they go beyond in only trying to win without the enjoyment, that can also be a little bit of a dangerous one. So I always believe that they need to work as a team. Nobody needs to work outside of the team.
Yes.
If the team has strategized, we're going to take this this route, that route. Stick with the team so that the team can enjoy what they planned for and they achieve it together. So you don't only have the winning done by one person.
Yes, yes.
So
yes,
I
yes.
think that synergy is very important. And I think the combat really brings fun to the teams because you just see bullets flying and everybody's working on their game plan
Yes,
as a
yes.
team together to achieve their goal. Yeah.
Definitely.
Nobody's going outside of the rules,
Yes.
And I think that's the important part.
Yeah, no, definitely working as a team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. And what is something that happens behind the scenes that is actually very important that guests maybe you would never notice? We're here for fun. Like there's things that are happening that maybe we don't pay attention to, but actually very important to the fun, the safety, and the health of what is happening around us whilst we're here.
Yes. I think it's just being attentive, when you're doing any activity. Safety is very important.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you're training somebody or you even on the paintball field with shooting paintballs and stuff like that. You don't just shoot anybody randomly. It has to be coordinated,
Yes,
you
yes,
know.
yes.
You don't just point a gun when you're busy loading up your gun. You point it to somebody, and you don't bring harm's way.
Yeah.
Even when you do archery, when you do quad biking, you need to listen to the guys so that safety comes first,
Yeah.
so that you can enjoy it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because most things comes with certain rules and
Yes.
regulations. I think it's not really there to impede people, but it's there to assist people.
Yes, yes.
It's like when you drive a car, you can't do certain things with a car. You need to do it according to manufacturer standards, to public safety standards, so that you can enjoy it. So I
Definitely.
think it's the same rules that's applied on site.
Yeah, and that is true, right? Because as much as we're here to have fun, also we still want to go back home,
Correct.
everything fun, and come back again next time.
Yes, absolutely.
That's true. And you mentioned biking, right? The trails.
Mm.
I'm not a biker, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a biker by any chance. I won't even try it on the trail. But I know there are people who say they are very experienced in biking. What is the one most humbling mistake that you've seen even the most experienced bikers making on your trail? Sometimes they don't even listen to the guys that, nah, I know what I'm doing. But then you always like, yeah, I know this mistake they're gonna do it. Well, what is that
Yes.
one mistake?
I think it's when they don't do the following distance. Sometimes you get that tail guys, tail enders.
Yeah.
So I think it's when they don't keep the safe following distance, because you give the instructions, and when you on the trail you find that somebody you brings their driving habits on the trail.
Jobbik
you know
driving.
so yeah, those are the type of things that we have to uproot on the
Yes.
trail.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you have to
definitely.
stop the trail and say, guys, this is how it should be done, because you're open, you're on a bike, so you need to have higher standards than what you have in your vehicle.
Yeah. So we have to unlearn our Jobbik bumper to bumper driving. That's a difficult one because we are used to that one. Hey, but yeah, you've mentioned there are quite a few. Is there any activity that you have left out on the things that you've tried? I think you talked
Yes.
about quad bikes, archery,
Yes.
I guess now mountain bikes. What else do you offer here?
We do drumming as well.
Drumming.
So drumming, interactive drumming.
Okay.
So people have the option of learning how to do drums within a team setting.
Oh,
So and they it brings like a type of a rhythm within the team. The team can sync up in a rhythm together. They can do their cries out together in the drumming, and you can do marimba drumming as well. Marimba dancing. So that is also a very good, around the fire type of thing.
yes, yes.
Boma, we've got a Boma here on site as well. We can even do it, outdoors on the field.
Yes.
So that interaction is always there,
All right.
and that always complements a team dynamics in terms of getting everybody on one page.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
within
yes,
rhythm.
yes.
Yeah,
That's actually interesting. I haven't heard of drumming. I think they need
yeah,
to try that one with the team.
yeah,
Start also doing that. But yeah, that's something else also to do when you are here, marimba and drumming.
yeah,
So I think I should try marimba. Right? I used to see them at when in primary school. I think they used to be there, but I never
yeah.
went into that. Right? But yeah, Dion, one of the biggest things, right, when we traveling, when we're enjoying experiences, not only for ladies. I know people when they're talking about packing, it's usually ladies, right? But everyone, when I go somewhere, also want to be comfortable. And when I'm doing the adventures, when I'm doing the experiences. So, what are the non-negotiable things that if I'm coming here, right, quad biking, archery, all of this, how should I dress? What should I make sure I bring? And anything that people usually forget when they come through in big gear, dress code. How should I be dressed? Dion,
Yes.
if I'm coming to Sun Eagle Adventures.
Yeah, I think when when you come specifically for an activity, try and always dress in either jean wear or sport wear. You don't want to wear all those linen items that
Yes.
when the wind blows it flies all over. Then you have issues with with your quadding. You have issues with on the field. Um, all your clothing blowing all over the show. So that is, I think, number one in terms of try and wear, fitness clothing and, a nice, comfortable, casual clothes that you can do the activity with so that you can enjoy it more. Always have sunscreen, always have water, um, always have a hat,
Yes.
that sort of thing. Because it's almost close to what hikers you see hikers
Yeah.
are very geared up
Yes.
when
Yes,
they go on the
definitely.
hike.
Yes,
They
definitely.
take what they need because they know exactly what the terrain is ahead.
Yes, yes. So you heard that. The one thing to avoid is flip flops. Not one thing, two things to avoid: flip flops and linen. Right. Always try to be comfortable in jeans or any sporting activity clothing that you can have. So never wear flip flops or linen clothing for adventures. Right. So Dion, right. Last question. Right. So if we are coming here, right, obviously adventures are nice with people. So if we are coming here, Dion, what mindset should we have, right, for us to have the best day at Sanico Adventures to avoid disappointment? What is the mindset, the best mindset to arrive with when we come here? You have us for the whole day.
Yes, I think it's in enthusiasm,
Okay.
and I think it's you must be prepared to experience something different.
Yes.
Especially a lot of people, like you said earlier, archery is very underrated. If people listen or to the teaching of archery or experience archery, they'll have a different perspective, and it's a sport that is very adaptable to a lot of age groups. You can do it from the youngest to the oldest, so there's no limitations on archery. It's just when you if you unhinge your mindset to the limitations,
Yes.
you
Yes.
can do it.
Yeah.
Similar with paintball, if you don't want to do combat, you can do target shooting.
Okay.
So we have good guns. So the guns, it depends on your enthusiasm, your excitement. You
Yes.
want to try something new. You want
Yeah.
to try something that you can go home with and say you did something different.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
I think that if you come with that mindset,
Yes.
you can enjoy it, and we can give you much combos where you can do from one to the other
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
in a group setting. So the options are quite wide and adaptable to you.
Definitely. So bring enthusiasm over the weekends, right? Obviously, to be a weekend, there's no need to be down, right? Whatever is not working, you see it on Monday when you get back to the office. So, Dion, and anything that you want the viewers to know about Sun Eagle Adventures, about
Yes.
you, you can share anything that
Yes.
you would like.
No, perfect. No, we offer a very niche service, and it's almost very tailor made to each individual.
Yes.
The guides are very meticulous on how they deal with the guests, and they make sure that the guests, once they leave here, they are satisfied with what they've done,
Yes.
and that we will always have returns coming for some other activity.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
we had some people coming to do team builds. When they were done with the team builds, the families came individually on their
Oh,
own back
nice.
to
Lovely.
let the families experience it.
Lovely.
So yeah, we give attention to detail, and we are very meticulous in terms of what we render to the guest, and the standards are high. It's just, you know, if guests are listening, they will enjoy it to the full.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, now I'm thinking about when talking about team building.
Yeah.
Team building, is it only for organizations, companies, or we can come as a group of friends, or is it not called team building when it's a group of friends? Like, walk me through how we
Yes.
go to
Yes.
team building
Team
activities
building.
only, or is it like
Yes.
group? Is it a
Yes.
different team building and group activities, or what?
Yeah.
That whole thing. Yes.
Team building really comes from, let's say, companies coming through.
Yes.
They want to give some activity to the staff members.
Yes.
So that's where the term team building comes from.
Yes.
So that's used in a corporate setting.
Yes.
More in a leisure setting, people can come for their bachelor's parties. People can
Yes.
come for their bachelorettes.
Yes.
You can come for your birthday party. You can come for some celebration that you just want to, because we had some people coming for video shoots for music videos.
Yes. Yes.
We had a team come through for having the bachelorette
Yes.
on quad biking. We had a team coming through for having a paintball session for a birthday.
Yes.
So it's a wide variety. We
Yes.
have the facility. We can accommodate a good number of people. Can accommodate up to 500 guests at one time.
500.
So yes.
Yeah.
So the options are there, and I think if they come in multiple groups, you can have multiple groups coming at the same time if they have an agenda. Or, at the moment we're dealing with a lot of schools, so we have the capacity also to deal with the number and the volume. Yeah.
To close us out, Deon, fill in the blank. Right? Sun Ego Adventure is perfect for people who value.
I think who value life and wants to change the experience a different setting. Because I think people, if you look at what happened in COVID,
Yeah.
I think once COVID ended, people wanted to be outdoors.
Yes. 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 I
And
remember that.
I think once you have that drive, you want to experience other stuff. Sun Eagle Adventures is here, right at the space
Yes. Yes. So
to receive you.
So if you value life, right? If you value life, you have to visit Sanigo Adventures. You have to download Uzoefu app and experience what South Africa has to offer. That's our time on the Uzoefu podcast. If this conversation inspired you to go outside, slow down a bit, or try something new, that was the goal of this. Uzoefu exists to connect you with our best experiences and the people who create memorable experiences. Until next time, choose memories over routines. Thank you.